Okay, so we've got a developing story here. Down in New Orleans,
Oh, yeah.
a breaking news snippet, really just a single sentence.
Hmm.
Fire crews are responding to a partial building collapse in the Lower Garden District.
Wow.
Just wow.
I know, right? It's amazing how much or how little a single sentence can tell us.
And how many questions it raises.
Exactly. So, Lower Garden District, that's our location. But what's your first thought when you hear news like this?
Well, I mean, first thing that comes to mind is the Lower Garden District. I
Hmm.
mean, it's known for its historic architecture.
Beautiful old buildings.
Right, beautiful, but old.
Yeah.
We could be talking, what, buildings over a century old, some of them maybe even older.
And they've seen a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Humidity, hurricanes. New Orleans has, well, it has a unique soil, doesn't it?
Soil subsidence.
Yeah, soil subsidence.
Rawr.
Not exactly what you want when you've got these big old beautiful buildings.
Wow, not at all. I mean, for anyone who maybe hasn't heard that term before, soil subsidence, what does that actually mean? Basically, the ground is sinking. Slowly, but it's sinking. So just thinking off the top of my head here, you've got age, you've got these environmental factors. Could those be playing a role in this collapse? Maybe?
Possibly, yeah. And then there's that other phrase in the news snippet, fire crews responding.
Mhm.
What does that tell you about the situation?
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
Yeah,
It means this is a dynamic situation. There's potential danger. Who knows what they're walking into?
right.
Fire crews, in a situation like this, they're the first responders.
On the scene.
Exactly. So they could be battling flames, obviously.
No,
But
but-
also, they might be doing search and rescue. They have to secure the area, make sure it's safe for everyone. We don't know the extent of the damage or if there are any casualties.
So many unknowns. And that's where things get tricky, right? Because while we wait for more information, it's easy to, well, to jump to conclusions.
Speculation.
It's speculation.
Dangerous, especially in a situation like this. We need to wait for those official updates. But of course, we can and should, consider the possibilities.
Of course.
If this building is as old as we think it might be, could this be a case of, neglected maintenance? Or, New Orleans has seen some pretty heavy rains lately. Could that have, worsened some existing structural issues? There are so many factors that could be at play.
Right, right. And no matter what the scale of this event turns out to be, it becomes part of the story of New Orleans.
Absolutely.
And it makes you think about, how this city has faced and overcome so many challenges in the past.
Exactly. New Orleans has this incredible history of resilience. You look at Hurricane Katrina,
Yeah.
the devastation, and yet the people rebuilt. They adapted. I think this incident, in a way, kind of speaks to those ongoing efforts to preserve the city's unique heritage.
And the challenges that come with that.
Yeah.
So we've gone from this single sentence to a whole web of potential causes, responses, and consequences.
Yeah.
What about this whole situation really piques your interest?
What really gets me is the human element, the people. How's this going to impact the Lower Garden District community, both now in the immediate aftermath and then, in the long term?
Yeah.
Will businesses be disrupted? Will people be displaced from their homes? I'm also really curious to see how this event might shape future preservation efforts in New Orleans. Will this be a wake-up call in a way?
Interesting questions. So as we wrap up today, we want to leave you with this. How does an incident like this, a building collapse in a historic neighborhood, change the way you look at the buildings around you,
Yeah.
the places you live and work? And as always, stay tuned for updates and stay curious.
Keep learning.
Absolutely.